Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to try to win this game with the Egyptians. Unique historical victory on Rise and Fall of Civilization. I've only done it once, but I have failed many times. So they're one of the starting civilizations. They got the war chariot. We're never going to get to use it. Part of the pharaoh gives hereditary rule and slavery, which are completely necessary for our victory here. Keeping people happy, one, by whipping down the population constantly, and two, by keeping a bunch of soldiers around. A real happy place to live, Egypt. Okay? So here's our goals here. I have more than 500 culture by 850 BC. Turn A4, not hard. Pyramids, great library, and a great lighthouse by 134. It takes a little more doing. And then I have more than 5,000 culture in 170. So that's the toughest one of all. So let's get to getting. Luckily, we don't have to wait at all since they're one of the beginning civs. And not long for this world, although I think you could probably make a decent go of it, keeping them alive. Maybe them in China, and Babylon's the one that's really screwed. Okay, so we'll go ahead and run up here. This is the best place to start your city because it's not so diseased. Floodplains are great unless you have to live on them. So this will help us with our first city here. And the first thing we're going to build is a worker, if you can believe it or not, and go for mysticism, because we're going to want to build Stonehenge. We can easily build Stonehenge first, and that's 8 culture, and it's fairly easy to build. And we have stone, so that helps have the build time. So for now, we will just sit back and relax. And we could have him explore around, but it's really not worth it. Finding goodie huts, I think there are any goodie huts here in North Africa, which is too bad because the extra money could be very helpful. So let's go ahead and get mysticism online and get that worker online as quickly as we can. All right. And quarry. Yeah, we're going to want to build it when we get the masonry going, which we will in 14 turns. So we have agriculture, so let's work the wheat here, which will be helpful for keeping our town healthy. What will be more helpful, well, actually, is just whipping down the population. So, this is a pretty good place to have a town, kinda, but we don't have any of the health resources that we will get later on, of course. Alright, so, and we're just gonna kind of wait with him. I wish there was something more useful we could do with the guy. There really isn't. So we won't. I want to make sure he's ready to go and we're not goofing around. I don't want to lose any turns. So I'll quickly do that. And now masonry. Excellent. So now is the time in the game when we have to kind of figure out what we want to do exactly. So, So pottery is usually, I'm going to go ahead and do pottery now because we've got 2 wonders to build. And in the meantime, I would like to be able to build some cottages because science is going to be a concern. We want to make sure we have enough science. All right. Our scientific discoveries are going well. The Greeks will eventually come along and we will trade with them, as well as with the Carthaginians. The Romans will probably declare war on us, but we might be able to trade with them later on. Their wars are like nothing as well, so we don't really have to worry about the wars that they might do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and kick out Stonehenge now. That's our first whipping, but definitely not our last, I'm sorry to tell you. So that's good for 8 culture. Labor civics is neither here nor there. We're not going to be switching any kind of civics right now. And obviously we'll go right for the marble there, which will come in handy. So we want to get Stonehenge and the pyramids knocked out before that turn 84, that's for sure. Okay, so now that we're on a good path here, I tried this last time and I paid for it. We want to get the oracle for the free scientific discovery. But I was trying to make it so that would be aesthetics. But I waited too long and somebody else built the oracle. So it kind of defeated the purpose of what I was doing there. Because the oracle is a bit of a dead end as far as we don't need to research it for our victory, other than the oracle produces 10 whatever points, right? The 10 culture points, which is potent. Plus, like I said, free scientific discovery is nothing to sneeze at, my friends. Nothing to sneeze at. How many more turns for the pyramids? 4. I'm gonna let you do it. So yeah, we'll keep on keeping on here. We're 2 pressed to spare. Okay. Yeah. We're getting health points from that tree there. Not anymore. We're not. And here's the Greeks. No, I don't want to take control of them. We can't trade anything with them other than open borders at this point because neither of us have the alphabet. Okay, great. Alright, so we got meditation, and the next thing we want is the priesthood. And we got the pyramids as well, so we get a free obelisk, which is worth an extra whatever, extra culture point, which is great. We will not be able to build the oracle for a bit, so it might be time to, so it might be a good time to go for a settler, because we're going to have to settle a city over here because Siwa cannot produce the whatevers, right? Because it's not the lighthouse, the great lighthouse, because it's not coastal city. Okay, we're going to whip that and whip it good. One, because it depresses our town growth when we're working on a settler, of course, So better off not. Ooh, and 7 turns. 7 turns till we can produce the oracle. 7 turns till we can finish our granary there. So that works out pretty nice. We're going to want to get fishing rather quickly here. So I think that's the next thing I'm going to work on. And then I'm going to oracle writing, because that's a lot more expensive than the other texts. I wish I could do it so this timed out a little bit better. And also so I had a defensive unit there. It's not really needed at this point, but let my population build too. So I have more people to whip. More people to whip is more better, of course. Alright, so let's go for the oracle next. Writing is definitely what we want next, but it's also definitely what we can't have next. So there we go. Go for the oracle. We need a warrior in that other town as well. So far, so good. We want a fishing boat. No, we're not whip ready yet? Okay. Yeah, might as well. How many turns we got left? 4 turns? What else we got to produce? Nothing. Alright, I'm just going to let it go. Is that a good idea? Maybe not. Alright. And we're going to need sailing, so we can start working on, you need that for the Great Lighthouse. There we go. We got it. Alright, so we're going to get writing, which I believe is the most expensive. Yeah. It is the most expensive, and it's the one we need the most, too. Alright, that's only 8. For some reason, I thought it was more than that. Okay, let's build a warrior real quick for the other town there. Keep it moderately happy. And now we're going to need to put up that library real quick. So it should be golden for, let's go ahead and take a look just in case you're wondering. Yeah, we're over 500 easily. But 5,000 is a little bit more of a stern mistress. Plus, there's actually getting to the frickin' whatever, right? Ooh, no, ooh, that's gonna make our work a lot easier. Wait a second, what can we bowl? Mining. No, that's not quite what I want. Alright, people are already angry here, so I'm pretty cool with just whipping the town. 3? Okay, seems like a lot. Now it's time to build a couple more warriors, keep people happy. And after we get that sailing, we'll go ahead and finish. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I remember when I was younger, I wasn't that much younger. When I was a younger adult, when I was in my earlier 30s or late 20s, I would get the screen turned like that. I'd be like, "Oh, what did I do?" Yeah, I know. Riveting story. Riveting. Okay, let's see if we can trade with the Greek, the Red-Headed League. No, we can't. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna send this guy over here so he can talk to our good friends in Carthage when they spawn. Okay, so this is not the best situation, obviously, where we have nothing to do really, but I'll get over it. Maybe, just maybe I'll get over it. All right, but we do need to keep producing dudes. All right. To help shore up our happiness, although I think maybe we're overdoing it a little bit. See, a lot of those texts I want to get like the horses or the whatevers. Seem like too much of a waste of time for us. Okay. Aesthetics. Okay. Yeah, see, it's such a pain in the butt to get aesthetics. Just rather unfortunate. No, it's something but superstition. Or something. Can't afford the anarchy, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see. So I really want to get to aesthetics here, but aesthetics, as I understand it, doesn't actually allow us any. And this does. I don't think we really have too much of a rival. Yeah, you can see how many turns those things take. So let's go ahead and back off that for just a minute. Let's build polytheism, because polytheism has a couple of awesome deals that are more readily available. Because I mean, yes, we want to get our culture up, and that's a big deal, you know. Yeah, he's got it all over me. Sure he does. You see Jerusalem there, and you might think, well, why don't you just take that over and see if you can get a great profit? You know, it's really not as good as you think it is, as far as how many whatevers you actually get. Anyway, I think it's a good place to cut this video, so I'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.